Okay.
You're on page 31.
Yes.
When we adjourned yesterday, you were about to place the information of the 7th of October 2020 at 10:54:55.
At 10:54:55, the number ending 6890 received a call from the number ending 1698 that lasted 98 seconds, and Queenswood was the tower picked up.
Ngomhla 7 ku-October, number egcina ngo-6890 ngesikhathi sika 10:54:55 yathola ucingo oluvela kule number egcina ngo-1698 kwahlalwa ke imizuzwana amashumi ayisishiyagalolunye nesishiyagalombili kusetshenziswa ke itower yase-Queenswood.
Okay, let's turn to page 34. (7 October 2020 at 22:06).
During this time, 22:06:47 seconds, there was an outgoing call from the number ending 6890 to the number ending 1698 that lasted 570 seconds, and Queenswood was the tower.
Mhla 7 ku-October isikhathi sika 22:06:47 seconds inumber egcina u-6890 yashaya ucingo ishayela inumber egcina ngu-1698 lapho ke bahlala khona imizuzwana eyamakhulu ayisihlanu namashumi ayisikhombisa. Itower ke yayisetshenziswa kwayi-Queenswood.
Page 35. (11 October 15:05:54).
seconds, the number ending 1690 received a call from the number ending 1698, lasted 128 seconds. Queenswood was the tower.
So mhla 11 ku-October isikhathi sika 15:05:54 inumber egcina ngo-6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule number egcina ngo-1698 bahlala imizuzwana eyikhulu namashumi amabili nesishiyagalombili kusetshenziswa ke itower i-Queenswood.
On page 36, at 12 October 2020, 22:21:48.
(22:21:48). During this time, 6890 received a call from 1698, lasted 1,525 seconds. Queenswood was the tower.
Mhla 12 ku-October isikhathi sika 22:21:48 inumber egcina ngo-6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule number egcina ngo-1698 bahlala ke inkulungwane amakhulu ayisihlanu namashumi amabili nanhlanu emizuzwana kusetshenziswa i-Queenswood.
Let's turn to page 37. (15 October 2020 at 21:56:46).
At 21:56:46, the number ending 6890 made an outgoing call to 1698, lasted 485 seconds. Queenswood was the tower.
Mhla 15 ku-October ngesikhathi sika 21:56:46 seconds inumber egcina ngo-6890 yashaya ucingo ishayela inumber egcina ngo-1698 bahlala ke imizuzwana eyamakhulu amane namashumi ayisishiyagalombili nanhlanu lapho kwakusetshenziswa itower i-Queenswood.
Whilst we are on this particular call, can you explain how does Vodacom subscribers recharge on the network?
You can recharge over a USSD stream.
Recharge kusho ukuthi usebenzisa USSD.
You can recharge via your bank app.
Ngayenzeka futhi usebenzise inamba yakho yasebhange ukuthi urecharge ngayo.
And another person can buy you airtime and send to your phone.
Yebo komunye angakuthengela i-airtime bese kuthumela ngefoni yakho.
Thank you. So, staying with this particular call, are you able to say that the number ending with 6890 had a time to make this particular call?
Yes, that is correct.
Athi le number ye 6890 nayo umoya wocingo ukuthi ikwazi ukuthi ishaye lo cingo.
Just still on that page, 16 October at 21:04.
21:04, 38 seconds.
That's correct.
During this time, 6890 made a call to 1691 that lasted 1,781 seconds. Tower picked up was Queenswood.
Can you just confirm the receiving number?
Yes. 6890 made an outgoing call to 1691.
Thank you. Go mhla 16 October ngesikhathi sika 21:04:38 inamba ke igcina ngo 6890 yasho ukuthi ngishayela le number ke igcina ngo 1691 kwahlala ke imizuzwana eyinkulungwane amakhulu ayisikhombisa amashumi ayishagalolunye neshagalombili imizuzwana lapho ke kwakusetshenziswa ke itower eQueenswood.
On page 38, 17 October at 18:15.
10 seconds. There was a call received by 6890 from 1698, lasting 133 seconds. Queenswood was the tower.
Umhla 17 ku October ke isikhathi sika 18:15 10 seconds number ke egcina ngo 6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule number egcina ngo 1698 bahlala ke emizuzwana eyikhulu namashumi amathathu nantathu kusetshenziswa ke iQueenswood.
Okay, still on page 38, 18 October 2020 at 15:24:50.
At 15:24:50, number ending 6890 received a call from 1698, lasting 530 seconds. Queenswood was the tower.
Mhla 18 ku October isikhathi ko 15:24:50 seconds number egcina ngo 6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule number egcina ngo 1698 bahlala ke amakhulu ayisihlanu namashumi ayisithathu emizuzwana lapho kusetshenziswa khona itower eQueenswood.
On page 39, 19 October at 17:37:36.
At 17:37:36, 6890 received a call from 1698, lasting 57 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Mhla 19 ku October ngesikhathi sika 17:37:36 le number egcina ngo 6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule number egcina ngo 1698 bahlala ke amashumi amahlanu nesikhombisa emizuzwana kusetshenziswa i-Queenswood.
Okay, page 40. 21 October 2020 at 21:23:52.
At 21:53:52 seconds, 6890 received a call from 1698, lasting 598 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Umhla 21 October isikhathi 21:23:52 inamba egcina 6890 yathola ucingo oluvela ku le number egcina 1698 bahlala imizuzwana amakhulu ayisihlanu amashumi ayishagalolunye nesishagalombili besebenzisa ke iQueenswood.
On page 41. 22 October 2020 at 22:44:44.
At 22:44:44 seconds, 6890 received a call from 1698, lasting 616 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Isikhathi 22:44:44 seconds number egcina 6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule number egcina 1698 bahlala ke imizuzwana amakhulu ayisithupha neshumi nesithupha emizuzwana lapho ke kusetshenziswa ke itower uQueenswood.
Okay, still on page 41 at 23 October 2020 at 22:54:34.
During this time, 6890 received a call from 1698, lasting 900 seconds. Queenswood was the tower.
Ngaso leso sikhathi inamba egcina 6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule number egcina 1698 bahlala ke imizuzwana amakhulu ayishagalolunye kusetshenziswa ke iQueenswood.
Page 43. 15:31. 18 seconds.
Page 43.
That's correct.
My time on page 43 starts at 1700 hours.
The 26th of October 2020.
Please repeat your time.
26 October 2020, 15:31.
15:31, 18 seconds.
And 18 seconds, yes.
6890 received a call from 1698, lasting 412 seconds. Queenswood was the tower.
Mhla 26 October isikhathi 15:31:18 inamba egcina 6890 yathola ucingo oluvela ku le number egcina 1698 bahlala imizuzwana amakhulu amane neshumi nambili basebenzisa ke iQueenswood.
Still on page 43. 26 October 2020, 21:47:47.
During this time, 6890 received a call from 1698, lasting 413 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
So ke ngaso lesi sikhathi inamba egcina 6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule number egcina 1698 bahlala imizuzwana amakhulu amane neshumi nantathu
Now page 44,
Zwana, besenzisa iQueenwood.
27 October 2020.
Yes.
6/13/45.
During this time, number ending 6890 received a call that lasted 162 seconds from 1698. Queenswood was the tower.
Ngaso leso sikhathi inamba egcina ngo6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule namba egcina ngo1691 bahlala ke imizuzwana eyikhulu namashumi ayisithupha nambili kusetshenziswa ke iQueenwood.
Thank you. Still on page 44. (27 October 2020 at 8:26, 41).
Eight
26:41.
41. This transaction is a voicemail transaction. 6890 was on voicemail. The number ending 6. I don't see the other number. It was on voicemail during this time.
Jaya mhla 27 October ngesikhathi sika 8:26:41 inamba ke u6890 yayi ku voicemail lenye inamba ibonakala.
Okay, and they're still on page 44 on the 27th of October 2020 at 21:45:09.
21:45:09. There was a transaction whereby 6890 received a call from the number ending 3702, which lasted 60 seconds. Queenswood was the tower.
Jaya mhla 27 isikhathi kwaku 21:45:09 inamba egcina ngo6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule namba egcina ngo3702 bahlala ke imizuzwana amashumi ayisithupha kusetshenziswa iQueenwood.
Just on that page, can you explain from 27 October 2020 at 08:22 to 27 October 2020 at 20:31:32 where it says undefined?
Yes. It shows that it was on voicemail.
Khombisa lapho ukuthi ayi ku voicemail.
The number ending 6890 was on voicemail.
Namba egcina ngo6890 ayi ku voicemail.
Are you able to tell exactly at what time did the phone not record any data on that particular day or that particular morning?
During this time, it was only voicemail activities, no MTC, no MOCs.
Kuthiwa ngalesi sikhathi ke kwaku le phone ayi voicemail kwakungenazo ingcingo ezingenayo noma izingcingo eziphumayo.
Now, evidence before this court as per Exhibit EE1 and then I'll hand you the document. Exhibit EE1 on page 1 and page 23, the highlighted part, it indicates that the accused number 2 was appearing in court at Boxback. Can you please the time on record? On page 1.
09:32.
Isikhathi ke sibonakala lapho 09:32.
And then the time highlighted on page 23, the last page.
11:31.
isikhathi esibonakala kulelo page 1131.
Thank you. Now, comparing that exhibit as well as what you have placed on record, would you say during that time the phone was active MOC MTCs?
There were no MOC MTCs, only CFs.
Kuthiwa ngaleso sikhathi sonke kwakungenazi ingcingo ezingenayo noma ingcingo eziphumayo yayihlala nje iku-voicemail.
And then 27 October 2020 at 22:13 and 24.
At 22:13, 24 seconds, 6890 received a call from 1698, lasting 38 seconds, and Queenswood was the tower.
Kuthiwa ngesikhathi sika-22, 13 and 24 seconds ngomhla 27 ku-October, inamba egcina ngo-6890 yathola ucingo oluvela ku-1698 bahlala imizuzwana yamashumi amathathu nesishiyagalombili kusetshenziswa-ke iQueenswood.
Thank you. 28 October 2020 at 7:29:46. Still on page 44.
At 7:29:46, 6890 received a call from 1698 lasting 1,219 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Ngomhla 28 ku-October isikhathi sika-7:29:46 namba egcina ngo-6890 yathola ucingo oluvela ku-1698 kwahlalwa-ke imizuzwana eyinkulungwane amakhulu amabili neshumi nesishiyagalolunye kusetshenziswa ithawa iQueenswood.
On page 45.
Yes.
28 October 2020 at 31:32:44.
28 October, time?
21:32:44.
21:32. (21:32) 7 seconds.
21:32:44.
21:32:44. The number ending 6890 made an outgoing call to 1698, lasting 1,065 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
So ngomhla 28 ku-October ngesikhathi sika-21:32:44 seconds inamba egcina ngo-6890 yashaya ucingo ishayela le namba egcina ngo-1698 bahlala-ke imizuzwana eyinkulungwane amashumi ayisithupha nanhlanu lapho-ke kusetshenziswa iQueenswood.
Page 47. 31 October 2020. 16:37 and 18.
16:37, 18 seconds. 6890 made an outgoing call to 1698, lasting 182 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Kuthiwa ngaleso sikhathi-ke inamba egcina ngo-6890 yashaya ucingo ishayela u-1698 bahlala imizuzwana eyikhulu amashumi ayisishiyagalombili nambili kusetshenziswa iQueenswood.
On page 48. 1st of November 2020 at 6:58:06.
At 6:58:06, the number ending 6890 made an outgoing call to 1698, lasting 644 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Ngosuku lokuqala lukaNovember 2020 inamba-ke egcina ngo-6890 ngesikhathi What is the time again? 06 58
0658
and 06 second. Iyashayela inamba egcina ngo-1698 bahlala imizuzwana emakhulu ayisithupha mashumi amane nane kusetshenziswa Queenswood.
Still on page 48, just right at the bottom. 1652, 52, 2 November.
6890 made an outgoing call to 1698 lasting 770 seconds, and the tower remains as Queenswood.
Number egcina 6890 iyashaya ucingo ishayela inamba egcina ngo-1698 bahlala imizuzwana amakhulu ayisikhombisa namashumi ayisikhombisa kusetshenziswa Queenswood Tower.
Page 49. On the 3rd of November 2020 at around 21:38 4 seconds.
During this time, 3rd November, 6890 called 1698, lasting 294 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Ngaso ke leso sikhathi ngoNovember inamba egcina ngo-6890 iyashaya ucingo ishayela inamba egcina ngo-1698 bahlala imizuzwana eyamakhulu amabili namashumi ayisishiyagalolunye nane besebenzisa ke Queenswood.
Page 51. 5 November
Yes.
23:00:22.
23:00:22 6890 made an outgoing call to 1698 lasting 260 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Ngomhla ka-3 kuNovember isikhathi kwawuthi 23:00:22 second namba egcina ngo-6890 yashaya ucingo ishayela inamba egcina ngo-1698 bahlala ke imizuzwana yamakhulu amabili namashumi ayisithupha emizuzwana kusetshenziswa Queenswood.
Page 54. November 2020, 1750:05.
1750. 9 November 1750:05. An SMS was sent to 6890 from 1698. Queenswood was the tower. Duration is 0.
Try umhla 9 kuNovember isikhathi ka-1750 and 05 kwathunyelwa ke i-SMS evela ku-1698 ethunyelwa ku-6890 akukho ke isikhathi ke lapho sikhombisa iqanda kusebenzisa yona iQueenswood.
Page 55. 11 November 2020 at 00:01:49.
During this time, 6890 called 1698, lasting 29 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Umhla 11 November isikhathi ku-00:09:48 lapho inamba egcina ngo-6890 yashayela ucingo ishayela le namba egcina ngo-1698 bahlala imizuzwana engamashumi amabili nesishiyagalolunye kusetshenziswa ke iQueenswood.
Page 56, 11 November 2020 at 22:08:49.
During this time, 6890 received a call from 1698 lasting 970 seconds with Queenswood being the tower.
Ngalesi sikhathi ke inamba egcina ngo6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule namba egcina ngo1698 bahlala imizuzwana amakhulu ayishagalolunye nemashumi ayisikhombisa kusetshenziswa ke iQueenswood.
Page 57.
Yes.
13 November 2020, 2034-19.
2034-19, 6890, received a call from 1698, lasting 1016 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Mhla 13 November 2020 isikhathi kwaku-2034-19 namba egcina ngo6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule namba egcina ngo1698 bahlala inkulungwane yeshumi nesithupha emizuzwana.
Still on page
Queenswood.
Still on page 57, 13 November 2020 at 23:07:15.
During this time, 6890 received a call from 1698, lasting 490 seconds. Queenswood was the tower.
Ngalesi sikhathi inamba egcina ngo6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule namba egcina ngo1698 bahlala emizuzwana amakhulu amane namashumi ayishagalolunye besetshenziswa ke iQueenswood.
Page 58, 14 November 2020, 1639:08.
163908, 6890 made an outgoing call to 1698, lasting 404 seconds, and Queenswood being the tower.
Ngaso ke lesikhathi 163908 le number egcina ngo6890 ngomhla 14 kuNovember iyashaya ucingo ishayela inamba egcina ngo1690 bahlala imizuzwana amakhulu amane nane emizuzwana kusetshenziswa iQueenswood.
Ma'am, are you able to tell the court if the SIM card, the phone number, as well as the device remains the same throughout?
Yes, that's correct. It does remain the same.
Yebo, iSIM card nomakhalekhukhwini ayisetshenziswa kwaku into eyodwa akuzange kube nakushintsho ngaso sonke lesi sikhathi.
Now, still on page 58, 14 November 2020, 22:33:49.
During this time, the number ending 6890 made an outgoing call to 1698, lasting 501 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Ngaso leso sikhathi inamba egcina ngo6890 yashaya ucingo ishayela le namba egcina ngo1690 bahlala ke imizuzwana engamakhulu amahlanu nomzuzwana owodwa kusetshenziswa iQueenswood Tower.
Now let's proceed to page 60. 16 November 2020, 22:33:16.
22:33:16, 6890 made an outgoing call to 1698, lasting 113 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Mhla 16 kuNovember isikhathi ngo22:33:16 seconds inamba egcina ngo6890 yashaya ucingo ishayela le namba egcina ngo1698 ahlala ke emizuzwana eyikhulu neshumi nantathu.
On page 61.
Kusetshenziswa ke iQueenswood.
Page 61, 17 November 2020, 19:29:37.
19:29:37 seconds, 6890 received a call from 1698, lasting 4:27 seconds. Queenswood was the tower.
Mhla 17 November isikhathi 1929-37 inamba egcina ngo6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule namba egcina ngo1698 bahlala ke imizuzwana ama427 kusetshenziswa iQueenswood.
Still on page 61, 18 November 2020 at 21:33:21.
During this time, 6890 received a call from 1698, lasting 753 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Ngaso lesi sikhathi inamba egcina ngo6890 yathola ucingo oluvela kule namba egcina ngo1698 bahlala imizuzwana ama-73 kusetshenziswa iQueenswood.
Now on page 62, 21 November 2020 at 00:03:30.
During this time, 6890 called 1698, lasting 1 second, with Queenswood being the tower.
Ngalesi sikhathi ke inamba egcina ngo6890 iyashaya isicingo ishayela inamba egcina ngo1698 yahlala umzuzwana owodwa vo kusetshenziswa iQueenswood.
And they call immediately after that one.
00045 seconds. 6890 made another call that lasted 1 second to 1698, tower Queenswood.
Isikhathi sika 0004 54 seconds inamba egcina ngo6890 yashaya olunye ucingo lishayela le namba egcina ngo1698 yaphinde yahlala umzuzwana owodwa kusetshenziswa iQueenswood tower.
And then the third call,
Thereafter, at 03:08:22 seconds, another call from 6890 to 1698, lasting 2 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Isikhathi sika 03:08:22 inamba egcina ngo6890 yashaya ucingo ishayela inamba egcina ngo1698 bahlala imizuzwana emibili kuphela kusetshenziswa iQueenswood.
and then the next call,
The next call was at 03:08:53, an outgoing call from 6890 to 1698, lasting 116 seconds. Queenswood was the tower.
Kuthiwa ngesikhathi sika 03:08:59 inamba egcina ngo6890 yashaya ucingo ishayela nenamba egcina ngo1698 bahlala imizuzwana eyikhulu neshumi nesithupha kusetshenziswa iQueenswood.
are you able to explain at this stage as the reason why the calls lasted 1 second, 2 seconds?
So angakwazi chaza yini ukuthi yini indaba ezinye ingcengo zaba nje umzuzwana owodwa no ezinye zaba imizuzwana emibili nje kuphela.
To me, it seems as though 6890 wanted to get in contact with 1698, and that could have been a call that was passed through and cut off.
Kuthiwa ke bona sengathi u16 inamba egcina ngo6890 yayizama ukuxhumana nenamba egcina ngo1698 kodwa ke kuthi ke umisi ngenile ebese ke iyanqamuka.
Okay. They call for 21 November 2020 00:03:30, and they call from 004:05.
Yes?
Is it the same pattern?
Yes.
Kuthiwa ke mhla 21 November isikhathi ka 003 000330 nesikhathi sika-000405 so kwakuseyibona bethintana.
Okay. Still on page 62. 20 November 2020 at 21:54:05.
20 November,
21:54, just above those calls.
21:54:05 seconds. 6890 made an outgoing call to 1698, lasting 1,320 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Ngomhla 20 kuNovember isikhathi 21:54:05 seconds. Number egcina 6890 yashaya ucingo ngishayela le number egcina ngo-1698 bayahlala-ke imizuzwana eyinkulungwane amakhulu amathathu namashumi amabili imizuzwana kuwukuthi-ke kusetshenziswa i-Queenswood.
Now on page 63, let's start 21st of November 2020 at 22:52 and 42.
Twenty-two, 52:42 seconds. 6890 called 1698, lasting 1 second. Queenswood was the tower.
So mhla 21 kuNovember 2020 isikhathi ka-22:52:42 inamba egcina ngo-6890 yashaya ucingo ngishayela le namba egcina ngo-1698 bahlala-ke umzuzwana owodwa 4 kusetshenziswa Queenswood.
And the next call thereafter.
Call thereafter was at 22:52:54. Outgoing call from 6890 to 1698, lasting 461 seconds. Queenswood was the tower.
Ucingo landela lapho lo ngesikhathi ka-22:52 and 54 seconds. Lapho-ke inamba egcina ngo-6890 yashaya ucingo ngishayela le namba egcina ngo-1698 bahlala-ke imizuzwana eyamakhulu amane mashumi ayisithupha nanye kusetshenziswa uQueenswood.
Next call.
Thereafter, 23:31:18 seconds. Outgoing call from 6890, lasting 1 second to 1698. Queenswood was the tower.
Emva kwalokho ngesikhathi sa-23:31:18 unamba-ke egcina ngo-6890 yashayela inamba egcina ngo-1698 ucingo bahlala-ke umzuzwana owodwa 4 kusetshenziswa iQueenswood.
Thereafter.
Thereafter, 23:31:47, an outgoing call from 6890 to 1698, lasting 189 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Emva kwalokho ngesikhathi sika-23:31:47 inamba egcina ngo-6890 yashaya ucingo ishayela le namba egcina ngo-1698 bahlala imizuzwana yikhulu namashumi ayishagalolunye amashumi ayishagalolunye nesishagalolunye imizuzwana kusetshenziswa uQueenswood.
Thereafter.
Thereafter, it moves on to the following day, 22 November 002116. 6890 made an outgoing call to 1698, lasting 2 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Ngelanga elilandelayo isikhathi ngomhla 22 kuNovember isikhathi kwaku-0021 and 16 seconds namba egcina ngo-6890 yashaya ucingo ishayela inamba egcina ngo-1698 bahlala imizuzwana emibili kuphela kusetshenziswa itower iQueenswood.
And thereafter.
Thereafter, at 0046:50 seconds, another outgoing call from 6890 to 1698, lasting 1 second, with Queenswood being the tower.
So emva kwaloko ngesikhathi ka 00:46 and 50 seconds inamba igcina ngo6890 yashaya ucingo ishayela inamba egcina ngo1698 bahlala umzuzwana owodwa 4 baseke babesebenzisa itower eQueenswood.
Is this now the same pattern that you earlier testify about on page 62?
Yes.
Okay, hayi yile ndlela esibone ngayo kwenzeka ku page 62.
Let's proceed to page 64. November 2020, 0820 42.
November.
Page 64.
Yeah. Please repeat that.
23 November 2020, 8:10 42.
Yes. That was an outgoing call from 6890 to 1698, lasted 149 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Lapho kwakucingo oluvela kunenamba egcina 6890 ishayela u1698 bahlala emzuzwana eyikhulu 189 senziswa eQueenswood.
Still on page 64. 22 November 2020 at 20:38:04.
During this time, number ending 6890 called 1698, lasting 674 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower again.
Ngalesi sikhathi ke inamba egcina ngo6890 yashayela inamba egcina ngo1698 ucingo hlala ke imzuzwana eyamakhulu ayisithupha amashumi ayisikhombisa nane senziswa eQueenswood.
Okay. Now, what is your comment regarding the consistency of the Queenswood Tower in all what you have placed on record at this stage?
There were no changes in the tower.
Bathini ungaphawula ngeQueenswood Tower alukho ushintsho lwabakhona ngale tower yaseQueenswood.
This cell phone was in this Queenswood vicinity in order for this tower to have picked it up.
Le cellphone yayiseduze kwale ndawo yaseQueenswood ukuze le tower yaseQueenswood ikwazi ukuba yona esetshenziswayo kwaxhumanisa.
On page 65. 24 November 2020, 1843, 38, 28.
During this period, 6890 made an outgoing call to 1698, lasting 75 seconds, with Queenswood being the tower.
Ngalesi sikhathi ke namba egcina ngo6890 yashayela u169 le namba egcina ngo1698 ucingo bahlala emzuzwana amashumi ayisikhombisa nanhlanu senziswa eQueenswood.
Page 66. 24 November 2020, 23, 50.
This transaction indicates that 6890 made an outgoing call to 1698, lasting 59 seconds, and Queenswood was the tower.
Ngalesi sikhathi ke kubonakala inamba egcina ngo6890 ishayela le namba egcina ngo1698 behlala emzuzwana yamashumi amahlanu neshagalolunye senziswa eQueenswood.
And the next call,
Just for my understanding, these calls, alleged calls, they go up to where?
think it's the 8th of
In other
February.
words, how many pages are you still going to be reading?
Oh. Page 105.
105 pages.
Yes. But I'm not reading all of them. There's some that I'm trying to, as I go along, I skip some of the
this
pages.
is what it's in aid of what? As you are reading, it's in aid of what?
My Lord,
Because it's only two numbers which are transacting.
it's not two numbers
Or
per
there are
se.
other different numbers.
There are other different numbers that I'm not placing on record. I'm
You're
only
not-
focusing on this. Not asking the witness to place on record. There are other communications between the number ending with 6890 and other numbers.
But those you are not placing them on record.
I'm not placing them on record because I do not know the
Of course.
owners of the other numbers.
So the ones you are placing on record, you allegedly know to whom these two numbers belong.
One belongs to accused number 2. The other one belongs to Oleboheng Pitane, in brackets, partner. And the reason why I am embarking on this exercise is that, as the version of accused number 2 is that the person that was in possession of the phone is either Mohane or Mabena. They're the ones that were using this device.
So you are trying to show that this is not so.
That is correct, my lord.
Mr. Ramsipidi, are we
And the
supposed
date?
to go through this?
As the court pleases, my lord, this data is this data. It's not going to change.
That's the point.
It speaks for itself, my lord.
Yes. So why should we go on and on and on until Nelson Mandela is resurrected?
Yes, my lord.
I mean, really?
I agree with the court.
You can agree on the dates, for instance,
Yes.
and then you can have a separate sheet to say the calls were made on this and this and this and this and this date,
Yes.
instead of this witness reading this redundancy.
As the court
Is there no way you can shorten this, Mr. Sebadi?
My lord, in fact, I think this section 205, previously when Mr. Advocate Baloyi was dealing with it, we had considered in terms of
Yeah, you
section
considered the
220.
tower, I remember.
Yes, yes.
But now you see the number was not considered according to Mr. Sebadi.
But my lord, I've consulted on this yesterday when
Yeah.
we asked for consultation, and we do concede that this number belongs to the ex-girlfriend of accused number 2. I've also spoken to her about this number, so it's not an issue that we will have to hammer over and over that these transactions, because we concede that transactions that they speak for themselves, my lord.
Yes, sir. What is the state's attitude?
My lord, the state will be happy if the defense, on behalf of accused number 2, can make section 220 admissions admitting to these facts. Then we can put it to rest. Then we'll move to other. Can do that. Okay.
Mr.
I understand from Mr. Ramusipili that they can concede to that, my lord, and then we can curtail the process.
As the court precedes, it is indeed the true reflection, my lord, of our stance on this data.
Can we just adjourn? My lord, can we just take a 15 minutes adjournment just to